Hi Libra women, hi Libra ladies, how are you? This is your Alchemy of Relating spread. This spread is meant to help you gain insight into the influences at play in a specific relationship this month. So just go ahead, close your eyes, focus on a question right now, and we'll see what the cards say for you. So these first two cards, Libra, are meant to give you an idea about the grounding of your relationship. These two cards represent the foundation of this grounding. These cards are meant to reveal where you and your partner are coming from. They're meant to expose strengths and firmness in the relationship, but also are meant to show you the security that's undermined in either or both of you. So this card and this side is going to be representing you, Libra ladies, and this side is going to be representing your partner. So let's get to it. Hexagram 1, the creative. And for your partner this month of February, hexagram 3. So let's talk about what does the creative mean for you, Libra. I know Libras tend to be creative signs. What does creativity mean to you, Libra? Creativity can represent ultimate potential. It manifests in an atmosphere of receptivity. So in ancient China, this is brimming on the point of being, and it was regarded with a lot of respect. This active force is spontaneous and unpredictable, untiring, and eternally changing. So this card is asking of the querent to remain in an attitude of openness and say yes to twists and turns of life. It's asking to let go of what you were expecting and to be receptive in order for creative to inspire you. Through its potency, everything is made manifest. So remember this month that everything in the universe has principles and dimensions from a small to a grand scale. And we can see that in nature and in human consciousness. So this card is asking you to pay attention to your human consciousness. So this is actually a yang card. It's a strong, and it's balanced out by the receptive yin card. So it's going to ask for a balance here. They cannot be separate. So there are going to be times of being very creative and being also receptive to being creative this month. So make sure you have a lot of time for that. And also perhaps you might find in your partner a muse for energy and for creating. So heaven definitely wants to work through you when you get this card, and use it with humility and respect. Also, you will find it hard to manipulate this power. So when your mind is feeling dissatisfied and wanting the new, rather than just allowing the creative to unfold, remember, try not to feel hurried or impatient. So if you want to benefit from being in harmony with this, make sure you just listen to your intuition and accept what is spontaneous. And I'm getting being youthful in your thoughts and actions. as well as letting the heavens reveal the higher visionary perspective and finding your potential in that this month. Okay, so for the partner of Libra ladies, we have hexagram 3, which is difficulty in the beginning. So difficulty in the beginning is really saying that you need, or this card is asking for a much needed jolt. It's becoming apparent that certain aspects of the life to which you were accustomed are changing. So the outgrown is falling away, and just like a seed needs a lot of energy to break open, it will eventually leave the shell behind. Everything happens with the right timing. So if there's something new in your partner's life, Libra ladies, then it's just asking that you help them roll with the punches. And every time that person is going to feel a little shaky, just encourage them, because it's saying not to let them be stopped by this. So a lot of things that seem secure might be falling away, but it's not a good time to feel doubtful. It's just important to remember that this is part of dismantling old and allowing new things to happen. And it might be painful, but it's really important for growth. So avoid feeling sorry or mourning anything that's being lost, and just get ready for new challenges. And just remember, there's no turning back with this card. You're being let out into a shell, out of your shell. So try not to make sense of things, because you'll just repeat things and create confusion, which doesn't need to be. Being gentle and going slowly. Trusting in the mysterious rhythm that's affecting your life can really help this process. Getting in touch with your breath and remaining alert is also a good way to deal with it. Don't be shy or proud, because sometimes you're going to need to ask for help, and you can receive it with being humble and grateful. So just also tuning into your inner guide and yourself is going to help this card show you the way this month. Being patient and being gentle are the key words. Every new challenge is growing new opportunities. And just get into this spirit. It's going to be an adventure. It's really the dawn of a new day, and you're ready to move into it. So that's what's up. Wow, really exciting. So the next cards depict the emotional climate, and they focus on the dynamic that supports harmony within each of you. So, and the challenges that you face in assuming greater responsibility. So let's just start with Libra ladies here. This card is also meant to shed light on an emotional wound and on hidden fear and habit that we have developed to camouflage them. So this is hexagram number 15, and it's modesty. So I know Libras are really good at being modest. And this card is just a reminder that that's the emotional climate, and to focus on this with your partner is going to help you. So this card is saying that even though in this world, in this day and age, it's hard for people just to be happy for their own brilliance, because everybody wants the fame and the fortune and to be respected and adored. And a lot of people worry about how the world sees them, or they keep thinking that everything is better for the other people, and that makes them disconnected and distracted. And this card is saying that if you can live simply and just wholeheartedly live in the moment, that's going to naturally make you stand out from the crowd. So being modest also means not looking at other people and trying to see how they're living their life. It's saying that by being modest, you will ensure your success. So this month, just be willing to stay in the background, be willing not to want unnecessary attention, and your efforts will be appreciated when the time is right. You're going to really be noticed. So don't worry about that. Modesty is also really a very necessary virtue for people who are in leadership positions. So if you're naturally the leader in the relationship, it's also going to be important to be modest this month in order to give your partner just a little space. Balanced nature means that somebody has healthy self-respect. So that helps them take care of their partner's needs as well. So as always, looking within, this woman's eyes are closed, will help you gain the clarity to understand what's going on and not to make hasty decisions. So following your intuition. If you don't act moderately, if moderation is not a priority, then certainly there will be some exhaustion that can result because of just overextending yourself. So just simplicity is the key word, minimalism, minimalizing your space, and this will realign you with the space within you. So it also means that you can be self-accepting and forgiving, so you don't allow negative habits to rule you. So being humble, alert, and patient is going to lead to transformation. And this is really beautiful transformation, Libra ladies. So wow, I'm jealous. It takes maturity to understand that if you're too special, it can just become like your little definition. And being free should be more of a priority than just being special and having that be your identity. So it's just asking you to correct imbalances and be in alignment for what is sincere for you. Okay, so the partners card here is hexagram number 10. And hexagram number 10 is treading. We see a man here treading on water miraculously. I couldn't do that. There are basically two modes of conduct in life. This card is saying that you can act from your ego or from your essence. And which do you think that the oracle is going to recommend? It's going to recommend you working from your essence. So what does working from the ego look like? The ego, when the ego is making decisions, it's acting from the fear that it won't get its desires met. And it tends to undervalue people, and it tends to really see people who are working across purpose as a threat. So if there's some sort of project here that needs completion, it's really important that the ego doesn't try to avoid responsibility by blaming other people or fate or outside forces. So that means coming back to essence and making decisions from your essence rather than in a robotic nature. So this is really the key to overcoming the choices that we make every day and replacing them with a more healthy behavior stream. So a choice made from the essence is self-assured and at home in its own skin. And if one is acting from the essence, they're acting from awareness and sensitivity to all the variables, and that includes the feelings of people and the demands of the time, and this promotes just more harmony. So acting from your essence and treading a fine line. So it doesn't necessarily mean forgetting everything about how your ego defines yourself, but it's saying to give some notion and some idea to the essence as well, because it's going to make the road a lot less difficult and a little bit more rewarding if we're able to make decisions based on a more subtle process rather than oh, A and B and C and D want this, and if I give them that, then I won't get that. Essence is saying, how can we make a decision that will be harmonious for everybody? All right. So, Libra ladies, the 5th and 6th cards focus on the state of mind and on the perceptions, the longings, hopes, and fears of each partner, and your attitude toward those hopes and fears. So this position can be a catalyst for breakthrough in your thinking. It can help you acquire a new perspective by supporting you in approaching the relationship more openly and without being defensive. Being open to receiving the guidance offered can help both of you view your connection through new eyes. So, revolution. Libra ladies, the time of revolution is a time of breakthrough when, in spite of our own desires and what we want, everything from the old drops away. But sometimes humans cannot want change. So by failing to appreciate the renewing aspect of life, we do ourselves a disfavor. So if you're looking around and thinking that things don't seem 100% great, it's because life is trying to tell you something. Life is requiring you to change and to go with the change and realize that life is about change and that this is inevitable. So the revolution here is just saying you're going to need to take a big leap of faith, and even if you don't think you're ready, because if you stay in place, you might just, it's not going to be helpful. So it's telling you to, this card is telling you to accept growth and change in the relationship, and that's going to help you become stronger and more aware. So releasing things that you're letting go to, you're going to taste a new freedom that you haven't tasted before. So just think of yourself and even the relationship as that phoenix, the magnificent phoenix that comes from the ashes of its previous self. And if you have any questions, go look up the Eurovision contest winner, the Worst, I think, W-U-R-S-T. He made a great song, Rise Like a Phoenix. So listen to that this month. And as well, you want to make space for new things. So let go of stuff that you haven't used for 6 months or more, because you're just going to need that space and physical and just actually inspiration space for the new. And everything is going to just go really well, but don't try to resist it. Last card for the partner is 57. And 57 hexagram is just saying you got to be extra gentle. And this is just a time when only being gentle will do. So Libra ladies, if you're feeling like you need some more gentleness, don't be afraid to ask for it either. In nature, the effects of the gentle can be seen in the wind, making patterns in sand dunes or in flowing water. Just as the wind penetrates and disperses the most dense clouds, so too can the penetrating quality of understanding make it possible to see through the temporal into the eternity. So just ask yourself, what is gentle to you? Gentle to me means not being harsh. Gentle can prefer to remain in the background and not want attention. It's flexible and it's free. So this isn't a time to go and make huge declarations about the future plans. It's just a more inner card as well. Really the focus should just be on gentle adaptability and also staying alert. not alert in a coffee kind of way, but just alert to changes and possible threats to your well-being, your emotional well-being, which can be very simple but can take their toll anyways. Meditation can be really helpful, listening to gentle music, letting go of objects that don't seem gentle, maybe even taking up something that's a little bit more gentle form of exercise, or taking out something out of your daily routine that just makes it seem a little bit less harsh. So just go with the flow and you'll be fine, and it will help. Okay, the final card is the Insight card. And the Insight card is the card that just helps you draw all the previous cards together, and it represents the alchemy that's just taken place with the cards. So let's flip it over and find out what you have. You have hexagram 45, which is gathering together. So it's just telling you that basically gathering together as a result of the cards that you've understood is going to be really an important thing for you this month. Just like water travels hundreds of miles, that's the way that the mightiest river is formed. So small little get-togethers might be the answer this month. Also, it's also telling you that you need one another, because there are moments that we realize that we can independently go only so far. So it's saying that just like water can join up with other water and be one, that's totally a possibility for you, and if it is not already the case. So being supportive, and even if your intention wasn't to stand out from the crowd, you are also having a position of a little fame right now. So get-togethers, dinners, meetups are all going to be an important part of your relationship this month. Thank you for listening, Libra ladies. Subscribe and make sure you check out next month's reading. Just want to let you know that this tarot deck was illustrated by Madhava Padma, and that's available on Amazon if you want to get your own copy. Otherwise, I'll see you next month. Bye for now.